Dear learners, welcome back. In this video, I'm not going to teach you anything, but I want to discuss something about myself, about my journey. Why did I choose civil engineering and how I miserably failed to become a civil engineer? I felt that I'm teaching you and you are the learners and you should know something about me also. So, I want to share a part of life with you all. So first question is that why did I choose civil engineering? So here are the two superheroes who motivated me to become a civil engineer, a snail and a worm. Now you must be wondering why these two? How can a snail and a worm inspire someone to be a civil engineer? Now, the answer is right here in front of you. Ranchi is my hometown, and it is the story of about 20 years back in the year 2003 or 4 when there was a water crisis in my home because underground water depleted and my borewell failed. During that time only, the state government were laying the supply water pipes. So after facing the water crisis of about 4 to 6 months, a huge water crisis at my home, we took the supply connection. And to my surprise, the water they supplied was so dirty that we used to get these small snails in our water and these worms alive in my water. So whenever we take water from my tap, I could see a small snails a size of 0.5 centimeter to 1 centimeter big and same size of worms crawling in my vessels. That time I decided I want to do something about this problem. Back then, I was not aware. I was in standard 3 or 4 and I was not aware about civil engineering, what is the role of civil engineer. But back in my mind, I wanted to solve this problem. The water crisis problem, the supply of water problem, and the dirty water supply problem. I want to solve this. Now, coming to 2013, I cleared the competitive examinations. I took admission, and let me tell you, it was a private college under West Bengal University of Technology, and I started studying civil engineering. I graduated in the year 2017, took a gap year, prepared for gate examination, got a decent rank in the gate examination. It was around 4,000 or something. In the year 2018, I got admission in NIT Durgapur and I chose environmental engineering. People used to ask me, why did you choose environmental engineering? Now the answer is again the same. By that time, I was aware about the engineers role about the water supply, and they are responsible for the water treatment plants and supplying the finest water to the citizens. So that's why I took environmental engineering, though I could have got any other branch. Now, while I was studying MTech degree, I got a notification in 2018 that it was a JPSC AE notification that there were more than 500 vacancies for civil engineers. I was extremely happy because I felt if I crack this examination, I'll get a job which I always wanted to do. Now, 2019 preliminary exams were held, JPSC AE of course. 2020 results were out and I qualified the preliminary examination. 2020 I completed the MTech, and after MTech I didn't apply for any jobs because that year was a COVID and there was a job crisis as well. And JPSC notified that in the month of Jan the mains were supposed to take place, but it was cancelled due to some reasons. Then coming forward 2021 mains examination was held in the, I don't remember exact months, I think it was September or October, I guess. So all these months I kept practicing, working for JPSC mains, put my heart and soul. And the mains result, I was very confident about the mains result that I'll qualify, and I qualified also. 2022 I qualified the mains. Now in the same year 2022 was my interview, and after the interview I was very much confident that I am going to qualify this examination no matter what, because my interview went very well. Now when the final results were announced, I was not qualified. My dream of becoming a civil engineer shattered. Here I would like to share my result as well with you, because as an educator and when I'm teaching you, you should also have some confidence upon me that whether I'm teaching good, whether I'm suggesting you something, then will it be beneficial for you. So yes, I want to share my result as well. So this was my roll number, everything is given to you, there is nothing to hide, I'm not hiding anything right here. So the preliminary exams was a qualifying paper, and the marks of that exam was not added. Okay, so mark statement says it is for the post of civil engineer, and in the mains examination we had three papers. It was a 3-day continuous exam. I'll tell you about the scheme of that exam. In the mains paper we had 3 days continuous exam. First day it was a paper of 200 marks and a paper of or 2 hours, I guess, and that paper was of general ability. You can say see that general ability paper, it contains English and general knowledge. Okay, now second paper, second day we had another exam. It was technical paper but objective type, and it was having a marks of 200. 2 hours plus 2 hours, so that means 4-hour exam we have to give in the second day. And consecutively in the third day we were having a subjective exams of 2 papers, 3 hours plus 3 hours, that is 6-hour examination in the second day. And mind you, it's like something like you are giving simultaneously, you are giving back to back papers in your semester. It is something like that. Okay, so for the paper, first day and second day paper, total marks was 600, so I got 420 out of that. And in section 2, about it was about the subjective paper, it was 200 plus 200 marks, and I got 221. So out of 1000 the grand total was 641. It was a decent score and I qualified the paper. If I'll show you the cutoff, here goes the cutoff. It is for the mains written examination. Okay, so for the cutoff marks, for the unreserved category it was 639, and for women category it was 560. So I qualified that paper very well in women's category as well as unreserved category, though there was not a very huge margin. I got 641, and while the cutoff was 639, so just because of 2 marks I qualified that paper. Now it was the day of interview. My interview was very nice, and out of total full marks of 200 in the interview, I got 119 marks, right? So that's a decent score for any interview. And my grand total was 760. Yet my result says I'm not selected. So why I didn't qualify? My result was 760 marks, and the cutoff marks for unreserved category department wise was 819, 788, 815, and even for the women's category they say that it was 783. But they have not given the cutoff marks for drinking water and sanitation department or department of water resources. They have not given, they have not clarified the marks department wise what is the cutoff marks, though there were 14 seats reserved for women in the drinking water and sanitation department, and that is the department which I chose because of my childhood dream. I wanted to supply a clean water in my hometown Ranchi. But anyways, I failed that examination. And in the same year 2022, I got married in the month of November, and now I'm living in Bangalore. So why I'm telling you this story is that because your journey from a civil engineering aspirant to becoming a civil engineer is going to be tough. It's not going to be very easy. So those who want to be civil engineer and do something good for the society, something good for our country, build great infrastructures and take our country to new heights, you have to work hard. You have to work hard. There is no other options. And let me tell you, a role of a civil engineer is very, very important. It's not just the doctor or the soldiers who are responsible for the betterment of our country. You know, everyone, engineers, doctors, teachers, Everyone, politicians, they have a role to play, and the role of civil engineer is also very, very vital. If you aspire to be a civil engineer, you should keep in mind that if you become one, you have to be a very good civil engineer, because the infrastructure of this country depends on you. And due to the development of infrastructure of the country, the whole country progresses. Okay, so it's my humble request, if you want to be a civil engineer, please work hard on it. In the next video, I'll definitely tell you about what mistakes I have done in my whole journey, so that you can avoid those mistakes. And now, if you have any query, any questions you want to ask me, please feel free to comment in the comment box, and I'll make a separate video with all your questions. I'll try to guide you in the best possible way I can. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe my channel, and your suggestions are always welcomed. Bye bye and have a nice day.